Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're off to a... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the pass.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Cowboys at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, a quick throw, but incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man, this is Lewis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Swift. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Hurts. And he comes back with 1 complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line?
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee at receiver, and now he can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first 3 years in the league. He gives Philly the type of wide receiver one the team hasn't had in almost a decade.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Micah Parsons was drafted as an off-the-ball linebacker, but the Cowboys discovered he might be pretty good at this pass rusher thing as well. 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and unanimously won the Rookie of the Year on the defensive side of the ball.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard and a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott to throw it. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, That's when things start to get real for a ball club.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Prescott on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant to Brown.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down, Hurts.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. And lastly, it's a second straight Monday night devoted to the AFC West. We had the Raiders-Chiefs last week. This time, it's the Broncos and the Chargers from SoFi. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 29, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a give here to Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running behind center with Vaughn. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, good move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want me.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll look to throw again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Grant Calcaterra
His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That time, a 9-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker's 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
1st down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Going right back to Ferguson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Hurts and the Eagles now down 20-10, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back to throw again. This complete to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Dallas,
They remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action